My little Dodge Dakota started a coolant leak, and what I'm going to do right now is figure out where it's coming from, diagnose, and repair. Let's go. Sunday morning, 2000 Dodge Dakota. This winter, actually towards the end of the winter, got a little coolant leak. We just parked it. Found out right down here, the lower radiator hose rubs on a piece of factory brake line routing. Actually, let's get you down there. Get your peepers in there. Can you see what I'm saying? You see where it's rubbing there? Now they do put this shielding, you know, and hey, it helped for a long time, I suppose. But yeah, looks like we have this hose clamp right here and that hose clamp right there. And you can tell they're very accessible in a nice open place. There's no fans, belts, wires, nothing in the way. We just get right on in there. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. My little one-car garage here is going through the spring cleaning. First one in 2 or 3 years. So roast me in the comments, definitely. Get rich or die trying. You got to be kidding me. What is this? It's a sticky $20 bill on the copy of Get Rich or Die Trying. Yo. I mean, you never know when you need a locking stick tube. Adjustable wrench. We put that in the pliers drawer. I only had a couple 1/4-inch extensions, but I did have a 3/8 to 1/4-inch drive adapter. Lock that on this 3/8 extension, and I did have a few lengths of 3/8 extension. I also brung my finger ratchet. Some people call it a thumb drive ratchet. If things get a bit tight, I can get down in there with just a hand. I don't have to swing a wrench or a ratchet. You can just, it's a nice little tool. All right, we can't get our long extensions to get down there at that guy. All right, we got her out. Let's find the spot so you can see it was rubbing right there. There you go, right there. I had 2 spots. I bet it was leaking here, because this truck, it did. After about 6 months, it would be a little low on fluid. I bet it was leaking here. I changed the water pump. It was starting to weep a bit out the hole. So I changed the water pump. It all went away. But then like 8 months later, it was a little low on coolant. A few days after that's when I had the problem. But yeah, right there. After I changed the water pump, I thought it was fixed. It was good for a while. Well, it was until where we're at now. It actually wore all the way through this time because I had enough time. All right, we got our new hose. If you're looking for the part number, 22549. That is for the Gates brand, right at O'Reilly's. Now, I noticed this one does not have the metal springy deal in, like this one does on the corner. Actually, it's got the metal springy deal in it right through here where it touches that brake line. But it'll be fine. Confirm that your new clamps are the same size as your old clamps. They are. Check them both. You never know. One might be different. And you can just use a screwdriver. We're starting on the motor side here. You see the neck right on the water pump. Manipulate your hose down in here. Get your clamps put the right way on the hose before you slide it on. Want to make sure you can get to it. Guaranteed to get bloody during a hose job, probably. After the clamp gets over top of the neck out of the radiator that the hose slides onto, the clamp may be starting to get tight, hindering your efforts of sliding the hose the rest of the way on. So loosen it up a little bit and see how much easier that was. Now spin this that way. I'm going to kind of hold it in place when I grab my ratchets, my extension set up, and just start tightening it. Don't get it too tight, because remember, it is clamping down on plastic. Slide this clamp up further into place. This one is just starting to get tight. Let's loosen it up just a smidgen. There we go. Now I can move it exactly where I need it, orientate it to where I can reach it well with the ratchet is also. And just because I'm a worrywart, I don't think I can get a lot of torque with that finger ratchet. I'm going to put my 1/4 inch around there and tighten her a little bit more. Now this one is on metal, so I know the clamp will break before that aluminum housing will, most likely. Alright, that's good and tight. Always save the hose clamps, even if you do buy new ones. They might not be good enough for your daily, but they might be good enough for your old tractor or, you know, to rig something together. And put tools back where they should be, not just in the top. This is also how my brain works. If I can get something going that can be doing work while I'm doing work, like these pants and stuff, drying while I am working on the truck, I feel like I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And that in turn relieves stress, which keeps my MS from relapsing. Yeah, I really like when I can get 2 jobs done at once like this. I'm just cleaning up some tools, putting stuff away, organizing the garage a little bit. Now that my OCD and ADD has calmed down a little bit, let's finish this truck up and get some coolant in it. You could have got a 50-50 mix for about 11 bucks, which has already had water added to it. Or you can get it concentrated for $14.99, and add a whole nother gallon of water to it and still be safe for wintertime as far as freezing goes. I mean, always check it with your meter, but I always go with the concentrated if I can. All right, let's see what it's gonna take. Looking for leaks on this side. Everything seems dry. And of course, the last bolt has to give me problems. It's a metal bolt going into aluminum, and it was oxidized. I ended up finding a little quart of oil that had a couple drops in. I laid my finger in there and let the oil run down my finger into the bolt. I tightened it, then loosened it, and then tightened it, and then loosened it a bunch of times, and it was able to get the bolt to back out and not break off. And as you can see, I was letting that clamp know that it was number one in my book. Yeah. All right, so all the screws have fell out of this, and we need to get this back on. But I notice it's a little bent right there. So what you're going to want to do is get your body hammer out and screw that body hammer. Get your 2-pound sledge, do her in one hit, maybe two. Looks pretty good to me. All right, before this thing here, it would have to be over this way because you couldn't slide it down any further, so I couldn't match up to the original holes. So all right, we're on the original holes. What I'm doing is running down through all the holes and running this bigger screw through right now, so I won't have such a problem running down through there after I put the diamond plate back on. Looks like it works good. I like it. Hey, that's my yard. Trixie. Big bag Trixie chased them all away. Sir, you're trespassing. Sir. Thank you. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.